What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. Stephen Jones said that it's possible to get Dak Prescott, Trevon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons all signed. Obviously, Dak getting extended in that, okay? Is it possible? Let's break down what we got going on, all right? Dak Prescott in 2024 has a cap hit of $59.4 million. So, Dak Prescott is obviously going to have to be number one. But let's talk about other players before we talk about Dak Prescott. Trevon Diggs is a free agent after this year, all right? Second-round pick, no fifth-year option like CeeDee Lamb. So Trevon Diggs hits the market after this year. Can they get Trevon Diggs done? Absolutely. They sure can. But, you're looking at a market of anywhere between $17 to $22 million a year for Trevon Diggs. Do you want to pay that? And you can kind of eat that contract in the front end of the Trevon Diggs deal because you still have Lamb's fifth-year option, so he's going to come up the following year. Parsons, he has his fourth year, and he has the fifth-year option, but will he hold out, right? So that's what it boils down to here is how they structure these contracts here, and here, and here. They're going to redo Dak Prescott, all right? So that will extend, and they're able to restructure his deal to get Lamb signed, right? So here's the order that I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to do this. Prescott's going to be first. Okay, Prescott's going to be first. They have to redo his cap number. You redo your cap number, that helps Trevon Diggs get signed. Trevon Diggs' guarantees and a lot of that money up front is going to have to be what I just said, up front. So then you get Diggs signed, all right? Then Lamb's coming up that following year. A lot of Diggs' contract is up front, so then you can get Lamb done because you might have cap space, and then you might have to restructure Dak Prescott again. And then once you do that, Parsons, depending on how he wants to play this, because after this year, you might have to sign Lamb and Parsons at the same time, right? So it all depends on how Parsons wants to do this, because you can go literally Dak Prescott, Diggs in 1 year, Lamb the next year, Parsons the next year, and you got everybody signed. But let's talk about if we necessarily have to sign the player. Dak Prescott, you have to sign him just because of that cap number, dead money, etc. It's a god-awful cap hit with all the restructures that they've done with Dak Prescott. So the writing's on the wall of re-signing Dak Prescott. They didn't do a good enough job building for the quarterback future. They didn't do a good enough job of developing a quarterback. They didn't do a good enough job investing into the quarterback position. So all that boils down to you're stuck with Dak Prescott. So that's what it is. Trevon Diggs, all right, had a really good year, 11 interceptions, broke all kinds of records, yada, yada, yada. How many of you will be sad if Trevon Diggs walks, right? Because as much as I like Trevon Diggs, I'm talking about I got a Diggs jersey, I got a Lamb's jersey, I got a Parsons jersey, all right? I'm talking about 3 jerseys that I have here that if these players walk, I got a $100 jersey sitting in the closet doing nothing, right? That's the downfall of being a fan. You invest and invest and invest, and their players are gone, all right? So Diggs, can he walk? How significant is Trevon Diggs to the football team? You got a rising Deron Bland. They've been drafting some good corners. How much do you want to develop in that? Mukwamu has been playing in the slot a little bit late of last year. So how much do you want to invest in the corner situation, right? If Trevon Diggs walks, I don't think I'm that sad. Seriously, I don't think I'm that sad. Let me know in the comments section if you're going to be that sad if Trevon Diggs walks. CeeDee Lamb. How sad would you be if CeeDee Lamb left? I don't know, because you got nothing behind him, as I talked about. Wide receiver, there's a problem there at wide receiver, right? So Lamb's very important to this team unless, they can draft somebody during his fifth-year option, right? And get that moving, okay? So it's going to be interesting to see how that works. But Lamb right now is a pretty big piece. I think you have to sign Lamb. Diggs, I don't think you're forced to sign Diggs, all right? Lamb, I think you are. Dak Prescott, I think you are. Parsons, absolutely you are. So the only odd man out that you don't really have to sign, in my opinion, is Trevon Diggs. Yes, he's a baller. Yes, he is shut down. But can you replace him? How much more can Dan Quinn stay as a defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys and use him? How do we know a different? I mean, we've seen what a Mike Nolan did to some really good football players on this football team. They went from worst to first, right? So it all depends on coordinators too. So how important is Diggs to this football team? So, guys, that's all I got. Let me know what you think about Dak Prescott. Let me know what you think about Trevon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, and the Lion, Micah Parsons. Can Stephen Jones really pull this off? Or is there one player in this bunch that will have to hit the market and leave the football team? What player is that, guys? Thank you for watching. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner? Peace.